So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Maicon's cross. Vieira. It's a really well-measured ball. In once more. Pepe getting this one clear. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that should get the job done. Lofted upfield. Pirlo. And it's Davids. And this is Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Knocks it into space. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's a beauty! A finish of true class! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, sweet feet. Gattuso. Gullit. He's had a shot! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much...
And he shoots! It's in! And the comeback is complete! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Vietnam take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Gullit. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos. Maicon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Played back. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. This ended up in no man's land. Could move up a gear here. Driving forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vieira. Plays it out wide. Can he latch on to this? And the pass is intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ibrahimovic. And a chance! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Maicon. It's Gullit. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Looking to play him in. Bergomi spots it and intercepts. Half-time getting close now. Davids. Oh, this looks sharp.
Puskás really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's an imaginative pass. Cech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gattuso has it in a wide position. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
And there is the half-time whistle. Vietnam come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Vietnam are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro. And the counter is on. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice sequence of passes, this. Little pass back. Searching pass he's played there. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Michael. Davids. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he's intervened well there. Pepe. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he has shown him a yellow card. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pepe is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Davids. Pirlo. And it's Gullit. Gullit really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And no, that is Ibrahimovic! He's got a goal! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Vietnam take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Corner then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that has been cleared. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to play it through. Davids. Can he get it through? And this is Hullet. Roberto Carlos.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And it's Maicon. Now there's a fine ball. And he's there to clear it. Pepe attempts a clearance. Now it's Hullet. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Hoisted in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Maicon is always looking to play quality balls. Maicon. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos. Ball comes in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
This looks promising. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a searching pass. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's looking wide. In towards the back. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Cantona getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now, can they get him away? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Maicon. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Sergi. Pirlo. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's played it back. Looking tidy in possession here.
Added time.
Oh, some tackle that. Look at the space here. An uncompromising challenge. And here's Cantona. And this is... It's Ibrahimovic! Nicely aimed pass. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
It's a good spell of possession. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. A probing pass. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Cantona. And it's Gattuso. And here's Cantona. Cantona.
There's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Back into the middle.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's a decent clearance. And that is expertly dealt with. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Neither side yet able to find...
Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. Ibrahimovic is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through.
Gets a good foot in there. And it's Pirlo.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Michael
Conjures time and space where few can. Aimed beyond the defence. Looking to play him in. Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now Gattuso. And here's Cantona. Davids gets good distance on it. Baresi is fouled. Roberto Carlos. Tries to dink it through. Played into the middle. And it's skewed away. Ball comes in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And it's Maicon. Great vision. Now it's Cantona. Cross to the back post.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quality ball. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing...
It's a mighty effort!
Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Puskás. Davids engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Gullit. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Vieira. Maicon could try cutting inside here.
Oh, smashing header! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Ibrahimovic. And he thumps it clear. Nice looking ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Vietnam deserve to be ahead and probably should be in front by more considering the amount of chances they've managed. Everything points to more of the same second half and a good solid win.
Vietnam head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Gattuso. Gullit running with the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Hit into the middle.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Maicon. Davids looking for a runner. And he's intervened well there. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Oh, what a mistake! Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Still just a single goal between the sides. And he's picked it up out wide. Gullit going full tilt down the left. Lahm. And this is Gullit.
Real chance! He scores! Manchester United are back on level terms.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gullit. Michael. And it's Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Gullit. Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's been cut out, well played. Michael. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Michael. And it's Gullit. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Gattuso. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And this is Gullit. And that was very necessary. Baresi. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Vietnam clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Maicon is there to clear. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Maicon. All driven towards the far post. Played it again. Maicon attempts a clearance. Tries a shot!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Davids looking for the run. Baresi plays it all the way forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Maicon. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. In towards the back stick.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
There will be 1
Well,
minute
that
added
might
time.
be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gullit. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And Puskás! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and... And we're done. Vietnam illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Hello attendees, this is a
You look back on the game then, Jim.
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening. The
today's
skies are
match.
clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Maicon. Cantona.
Great chance!
And he thumps it clear. Played out wide. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Maicon's cross. And that has been knocked clear. That's a shade optimistic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Maicon. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And as Zlatan showed, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
It's a good run down the right. Maicon. Lobbed in behind. He gets big! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target. No goals as yet. Cantona. And the counter is on. Can he get it through? And it's Maicon. Cross needs to be good.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gullit. Puskás. And that's put paid to a promising move. And they've got a throw. Ibrahimovic. Gullit wins the duel this time. And it's Davids. It's a searching pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vermaelen. And it's Gullit. Maicon. Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Well read, nice interception. Gullit had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Cantona running with the ball. Threads one in. Flings it across. Firmly met. Played back in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Pirlo. Played out to the right. Looking for a runner. Pepe promptly onto that, and that is that. Now, can they get him away? Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. The less said about that pass, the better.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Maicon. Bullet. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a sharp pass. Now that looks a decent ball. That's going to go a long way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that was very necessary. Baresi. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. He's found a way through. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's intervened well there. Baresi goes back to front. Now it's Hullet. He is through here. Played into space. Dink through. No luck with that dink over the top. Baresi gets across to intercept that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That is ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's taking no chances there. Vieira does well to get it back.
Substitution on the field. Ibrahimovic. Cantona. Coming on
Lahm.
the field. Number
Lahm
9.
is on a run down the left wing.
Number 10. Messi.
Nice interception, well timed. Michael. Vietnam are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
He's having a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Can he finish?
We've got to be quick to recover this. Cleared without complication.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bergomi. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, delightful ball. Deftly away. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Vietnam are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that has been clubbed away. Looking to play him in.
Chance for a shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Best. No outsmarting him this time. Another throw-in.
Manchester United nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Nicely shaped ball. Bergomi calmly anticipates.
Vietnam really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Maicon. We are into stoppage time. Baresi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Could be danger here. Look at the shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Defending of the desperate variety. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
An exciting one too. We're about to announce today's
How would you
watching
summarise
numbers.
what we've seen
Please
today
watch
then,
the
Jim?
screen if
Well,
you
there's
have
no
a ticket.
shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh no, and the shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Baresi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And this is Hullet. He's on it, can he get away? A probing pass. Tries to get it clear. Vietnam leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Ferry. Milan finding their passes. Vieira. Gattuso. Nice looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Now it's Pato. That is good strength. And here's Neymar. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's just beyond his reach. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Maicon. Now it's Cantona. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And the through ball. Thuram cuts out the pass. He's away, shoots! Thuram clears. Oh, super ball. Oh, the chance! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vietnam are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a pretty loose pass. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Neymar. And here's Pato. Oh, that's nice.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gattuso.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Hullet. Neymar. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Pato. He's got away. Neymar. He has found the way through. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's being shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's away, and Del Piero!
It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Thuram clears it away. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Araujo. Pirlo. All played for Del Piero.
He's going for goal!
Just swings wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Looking to play him in. He's found a way through.
And the shot! It's there!
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You could certainly sense a real...
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Vietnam are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Vietnam are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3 goals to 1. And we're underway again. That's a good run down the left. Can he get it through? Played into space out wide. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this?
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. The second half sparked straight into life.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Vietnam presented with a golden opportunity here. Check in the context of the game, he must save it.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Attenzione, un cambio.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Del Piero! And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Messi, very much a man of this moment.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Looking for the run.
81.007 spettatori.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front.
And the finish! In for the pieces! And it's there!
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Vietnam blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vietnam perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Stood up well to him there. Araujo. Adriano.
Greenwood.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pirlo. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. Danger averted for now. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Del Piero. Ibrahimovic, extraordinarily with 4 goals to his name. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's tidy. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. Neymar. Now it's Greenwood. And that is expertly dealt with. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Gullit. Gullit. Now, can they get him away? And he thumps it clear. Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Cantona chasing after it. Gullit. Now it's Cantona. He's gone for goal! And he's lifted it over.
Vietnam really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Messi. Greenwood. Looking for options for movement. Del Piero. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bullet. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. Yeah, conjures time and space where few can. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cantona receives it in a good position here. 4 extra minutes added on. Cantona, and he was alert to it. And that has been clubbed away. Ibrahimovic! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Ferry. Neymar. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to kick
welcome to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence. Size really matters and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's taking no chances there. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. Threads one in. And Hullet! It's hit the upright. Nicely aimed pass. Yamal in with the challenge. Maicon with the foul. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Casillas deals with that nice and simple. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking to play him in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
No, that's been intercepted. So it is still 0-0.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, what a climb!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Out to the left it goes.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Played out wide, Maicon, and that has left him in a heap. Vietnam have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Roberto Carlos. That's a cute ball. Think through. And no, that was never going to make it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Yamal. And the pass is intercepted. He's looking wide. That's very neat. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Yamal looking to play it into the box.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Hullet. And the shot's on here.
Can he finish? And it's a goal! First blood drawn.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Doué. That's a lovely, neat pass. Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look in.
Terrific header! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
He's got tall!
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Roberto Carlos, looking for the run. Yamal in acres of space out wide.
He rises!
It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. He shifted it to the flank. Roberto Carlos. Cross is blocked and that's a corner. This their second corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away.
Minutes has been indicated.
That's a good run down the left. Cross to the back.
Up he goes!
Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gattuso. And now the breakaway. Oh, perfectly measured that. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. The second half then, just getting going. Maicon with a definite foul there. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. It's gone out for a throw-in. McAllister. Now it's Yamal. Roberto Carlos. The ball goes in. Roberto Carlos with the clearance.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Roberto Carlos. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, nice touch. In towards the back, he gets big! Superb goal! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Liverpool take the lead.
It's so off.
Drogba!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Maicon's cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. 60 minutes played. Nicely shaped ball. Howson spots it and intercepts. Baresi, the man synonymous with solidity. It's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field, Cantona, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number 10, Messi, number 9, Pele.
Crosses it in here. Over to the left, pinches it off him. Now it's Gullit. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now that's well seen too. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Hangs one in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Howson is there to clear. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Roberto Carlos delivers.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
And it's Gullit. Oh, it's
And the finish! Oh, crossbar!
a collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Substitution in progress.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change. Long ball upfield. Aimed beyond the defence. Vietnam do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's picked out the run. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Vietnam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the shot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Yamal on a strong run down the right. He's under a lot of pressure there. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Pelé. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He can get that clear. Gattuso. Messi.
He's had a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And a chance!
Now, who's going to be first to this? This time, surely! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a loose ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Added time.
Rijkaard. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's in space and looking for options. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that will be it. Vietnam can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.